Hi, welcome to this talk titled What You Eat Matters to Prevent and Recover from COVID-19. Firstly, I'm going to talk to you about the link between what we eat and our immune system. Proteins are the body's building blocks, and they help our optimal functioning by giving us strength and protection from foreign infections. An unhealthy or incomplete diet might cause low amounts of protein, which might negatively affect our immune system, leaving us unable to face threats such as viruses. In this sense, our response to COVID-19 and the severity and duration of the disease, if we get it, may be influenced by whether our protein levels are adequate. Older people are particularly vulnerable to lack of protein, so their protein needs should be assessed by healthcare professionals, particularly dietitians like me. Vitamin C is an important antioxidant for our cells, protecting us from damage in the event of an infection like COVID-19. It can improve our immune defenses and it helps us preserve our cells' structure. We can find it in citric fruits such as oranges and mandarins, but also in vegetables such as tomato, peppers, and broccoli. Vitamin D helps strengthen our bone structure and regulate our immune system. It is ideally produced in our body from the exposure of the sunlight. However, with less sunlight available between the months of October and March, particularly in countries like in the UK, or with reduced exposure during lockdowns, good dietary sources such as oily fish or egg yolks and other foods fortified with vitamin D become especially important. Vitamin D is part of our layer that covers our cells. It helps transport nutrients across it, as well as recognize and neutralize external threats. It also helps produce important immune cells that patrol our body, swallowing and destroying threatening viruses. Rich sources of this are nuts like almonds and hazelnuts, legumes such as peanuts, avocados, and sunflower seeds. Look at labels to increase your vitamin intake and talk to your healthcare specialist to assess whether supplementation might be good for you. Each person is unique. Some dietary patterns seem to be unhelpful for our immune system, such as eating a lot of animal fats. This can decrease our intestinal defenses, allowing more bugs and viruses to stay in our gut for longer. Foods like extra virgin oil, as well as whole grain, nuts, vegetables, fruits, and legumes are part of a diet that can help improve our immune system. Fiber, for example, helps us decrease unhelpful gut bacteria and get rid of unhealthy fats that we don't need. Consuming too much meat and other processed foods can also accelerate the oxidation of our cells. It is important to avoid supplements that haven't been prescribed by a health professional to address specific dietary needs. Now I'm going to tell you why it's important to take care of our diet to prevent and recover from COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 is an infection disease that can affect our bodily functions and negatively impact our everyday life. There is a very important link between what we eat and how we experience certain diseases, such as this. A number of the symptoms experienced during COVID-19 infection could negatively influence or be negatively influenced by our nutrition and diet. For example, fatigue. When we feel tired and lack energy, we can plan between 6 to 8 meals per day, one every 2 or 3 hours. This way, we don't miss the nutrients that we need across the day. We need to ensure that we get enough protein to avoid malnutrition, because this can cause our immune system to work less efficiently. People with COVID-19 might also experience coughing or other respiratory symptoms. This can get in the way of eating, and choosing soft foods without dry edges that can irritate the airways. So this means that some crisps and biscuits are out, with more preferable options being soft bread and oats softened with warm water or milk. Very warm and very cold foods should also be avoided. More tips on how we can address some of the COVID-19 symptoms can be found in the links at the end of the video. And remember, what you eat matters to take care of your immune system and prevent and recovery from infectious diseases such as COVID-19.